Too many individuals have been locked in the 40-hour-a-week rat race for too long. There is a growing backlash against the status quo as individuals look for other means of generating income and improving their quality of life. This movement has catered to frustrated employees who are unhappy with their employment, are not paid enough, do not have enough work flexibility, and aren't treated with the respect everyone deserves. Welcome to the Wealth Monopoly. In this video, I want to talk about the anti-work movement that's been on our minds lately. In our society, people have been stuck in the rat race of working 40 hours a week for someone else. But now, people are starting to rebel against this system and find ways to work on their own time and free will. In this video, I'll discuss the anti-work movement and how it's altering our perceptions of what it means to be employed. The anti-work movement has now become a topic that many known personalities have condemned and praised in their content. The notion of not working is criticized by those who think it's a stupid idea. In contrast, the concept of sitting back and doing nothing is advocated by those who believe it's the most effective way to rebel against authority. But there are upsides and downsides to this way of thinking. Now, consider yourself working as an investment banker. This work is the most company sell-out position imaginable. It also has a demanding job that gives you no opportunity to have anti-work fantasies. Despite being a victim of the system, your sleep deprivation leaves no room for you to want more comfort. When you look below the surface of those who don't want to work because their jobs are unpleasant and tedious, the anti-work movement has some strong points. Primarily, the anti-work movement is considered a network for individuals who don't want to work full-time. These anti-work people air their sentiments about how much they hate their jobs and often post on sites like LinkedIn. They talk about how bad the working conditions are, how terrible the management is, and how low their pay is. Sometimes they even make fun of people who work too hard and don't know how to have fun. People may most recognize the anti-work movement to the general public for a Fox News interview with the main moderator of the anti-work subreddit, a website with over 1.6 million like-minded anti-work members. Our society met the interview with hostility, which caused serious harm to the more moderate anti-work supporters. Most people know that we cannot merely sit back and do nothing. Our society runs on the concept of sharing the benefits and responsibilities of work. Those rewards and obligations are not always fairly shared in our community, but they are necessary. They define the anti-work movement as a refusal to work with the notion that the system and government support everyone. However, that is erroneous and very far away from the truth. Before their careers took off, most social media investors were anti-work. This doesn't make much sense, especially when working 80 hours a week contradicts the anti-work mentality. However, hear me out on this. You may be anti-work while still believing in the value of hard work. It's critical to remember that employees aren't the only ones who can make a beneficial collaboration possible. Employers must also be grateful for what their workers achieve for them. Good effort is a wonderful thing, and excellent firms should reward it. Making businesses aware that they are not owed anything is good work and will encourage them to make the tasks of their workers feasible and pleasant. Workers have the right to sit on their butts and do nothing when businesses don't meet the fundamental criteria, denying the company any income. We all value an honest day's work. We might not all like working 40 hours a week to have a comfortable life, but it is better than just depending on benefits from the government. The anti-work movement is a 21st century version of a workers' union that has grown more powerful as an increasing number of people cannot find employment. In today's society, there is still a stigma surrounding people who want to reduce their hours at work. People still want to equate effort to value, and you don't deserve a higher paycheck for fewer hours. That's why most people think that individuals who quit their jobs to work full-time on YouTube were insane. They are not leaving their 9 to 5 because you can't bear to work any longer. Also, others that made them feel bad about not taking regular employment, most people would want to start their firm if possible. People expect everyone to work hard, even if it is difficult. However, that is not for everyone. Taking time off from work isn't something everyone wants to do. For others, it's impossible. Anti-work may have drawbacks, but individuals must understand that taking a break is okay if they need it. Doing so only makes things more convenient for the rest of us. Thus, the anti-work movement has given us something to consider regarding our careers. This is different from the ideas of the community's more vocal people. What are your thoughts on the anti-work movement so far? Do you think this kind of mindset works for you? Suppose you are interested in this idea and passive income. In that case, we have our number 1 recommendation on earning this in the description box below. We also want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Now let's get rolling again. If you believe in anti-work, think about how you can optimize your career life. Think of yourself as a company that only cares about its shareholders, which are just you and your family, the need to make money to survive, so you will have to work hard under your means. Whether freelancing or passive income, you are your investment no matter what anyone was. A company should always be looking for the best deals for their services. They should also research the market to ensure they provide services that people want and that those services are worth what they charge. Suppose your company is offering services that are not what it should be providing. In that case, you should strongly consider changing services or entering a new market. No firm will provide its services because it feels loyal to another business. It's been working with them for some time, and the most difficult part is to stay consistent if you consider yourself your own business. You must also realize that you must bend a few rules to market your company effectively. A good recommendation goes beyond providing the greatest service in attracting new customers to any firm. Word of mouth or when people talk to others about your company can also be proven beneficial in improving it. You can take advantage of it by making it easy for people to talk about you and your services. You should also negotiate your boundaries and standards when thinking of yourself as a company. They may believe you don't know your worth since you're new. Keep this in mind when negotiating for a salary or other benefits. People who don't like their jobs agree with me on one thing. Work can be very difficult and unpleasant. Working in the same place for a long time might make it difficult to keep up with the ever-changing expectations of management. You'll be gone by the end of the day, but we have to do it again the next day because it's our responsibility. Thus, we should make the most of this. Even if corporations are blatantly heartless and vicious robots built for profit maximization, we could always learn from their mistakes. Being a business that prioritizes yourself above all else is considerably more effective. You must negotiate like a company and know your worth and market niche if you want to sell your time instead of services. So, do you believe the anti-work movement is for you? What does this mean for the future of our workforce? We'd like to hear from you in the comments section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you'd want to see more videos like this one in the future. Again, this is the Wealth Monopoly.